Why was FBI Director James Comey not invited to that summit?
Well, a couple of reasons. One is his boss was. The nation's top law enforcement official, Attorney General Eric Holder, attended. The third is, there was we wanted to make sure that there wasn't that there wasn't a perception that this conference was overly focused on law enforcement tactics.
Yeah, okay. Joining us now is Dan Bongino, former presidential detail, Secret Service agent for President George W. Bush and President Obama, author of My Life Inside the Bubble, Why a Top-Ranked Secret Service Agent Walked Away from It All. And Dan, I welcome you back. How on earth is it possible that the FBI director wasn't invited to the terrorism summit at the White House?
Yeah, and Steve, doubling down on absurdity, the Russian FSB head, the former KGB, now FSB head, he was there. I mean, it gets to the point where we're beyond those scratching your head moments with this president. It's time to start really considering this. This is the question here. Do we have a policy problem in the White House, or do we have an ideological problem? I think you and I know the answer to that question, but I think it's time for the rest of the folks in the media to wake up to this. We have an ideological problem going on here.
Well, of course, Rudy Giuliani basically said as much, and even Rudy Giuliani, by the way, a private citizen. He's a private citizen. And Rudy Giuliani, just in my view, backtracked in his editorial in the Wall Street Journal.
Well, he did, and here's the problem with that. The problem with comments like that in the political arena is there's no way to prove that, and the media is always largely going to defend the liberal or the Democrat. That's the way that works. So as a tactical maneuver strictly, that statement was a bad one, because there's no way to prove it. You can't prove what's in the president's head. I don't know what's in the president's head, but here's the but, Steve. I can absolutely prove what his policies are, and I can show you what his actions were. And I can show you how those actions and policies are not commensurate with policies and actions that have made America the world leader economically, the world leader militarily, the world's breadbasket. Those policies are not at all commensurate with our history, and that's where we have a real ideological disconnect here. So I think as a tactical issue, yeah, I think it was a mistake, because you're going to be, it's open season on you when you say something about what's in the president's head and you can't prove it, and that's not a statement you can prove.
No, it's not a statement you could prove, but certainly the facts are the facts. And don't forget, this president, when he was running for president, actually called George W. Bush unpatriotic because of what he was doing with the debt.
Right, but you're making my point, not that point. My point is exactly that. It doesn't matter what the Democrats said, Steve.
Right.
It doesn't matter that the president called George W. Bush unpatriotic.
Or that he called Republicans enemies when speaking to Latinos, or that he said they could be in the car with us, but they got to ride in the back, or that Michelle Obama in 2008 not only said, I'd never been proud of my country until now, but she said, we're a downright mean nation.
Or that, was it, John Kerry compared troops to Genghis Khan.
Yep.
Michelle Obama's not proud of her country, or that Hillary Clinton paid her Senate staff 72 cents for every dollar that men made. Steve, listen, you're preaching to the choir. I think you know that.
No, absolutely. That. Well, let me ask you about this. Let me ask you very quickly here. How serious a threat is this Al-Shabaab shopping mall thing?
Oh, my God, this is a grave threat. I wrote this in my book. It's in my second book. I have been sounding the alarm on every cable news network that's had me in the last week before this story came out. But I was on last Wednesday saying this. Shopping malls are, right now, in my opinion, one of the biggest soft target threats, if not the biggest in America. I don't mean to frighten anybody. Nobody should panic. But people who own and operate these malls should definitely take precautions. This is a very serious threat.
Yeah, no, it's very unfortunate. But you know what? There's a lot of other soft targets, and right away I think of schools.
Yeah, of course. Remember, terrorists need time, they need targets, and they need movement. Schools and shopping malls offer all of that.
Yeah. Dan, always great to talk to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks, Steve. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Dan Bongino, ladies and gentlemen. And very exciting because he has another book out, not tomorrow, but out. And when it is, you will know about it right here on the Steve Malzberg Show. When we come back, up next, former attorney for the Department of Justice and author of License to Lie, Sidney Powell, will be here. And she's out there exposing even more corruption. Don't go away.